She reduces, reuses, and recycles. She talks the talk and walks the walk. She doesn't tell you what to think. She just wants you to. She's Mrs. Green. And this is Mrs. Green's World on the Mrs. Green's World Radio Network.
From my view, from being Mrs. Green for the past 6.5 years, there really needs to be a major global shift in consciousness. Dr. Jane, what do you think needs to happen to accelerate the process?
Well, my thoughts are what we are doing with our Roots and Shoots program for young people. We can have 8-year-olds absolutely influencing their parents and grandparents. There are many young people now moving into leadership positions who have been through this program and who do think in a more holistic and sustainable way.
You're talking about a distributed solution to a nationwide problem. So remind our viewers how much food is wasted.
How much food is wasted? A lot. In 2008, a photographer assembled a representation of the amount of food lost or wasted in America by a family of 4 in 1 month. It's about a pound a person a day, about 100 billion pounds of food a year.
It's a learning curve.
This stuck with me.
And I would say the same thing. If I could take back every friggin' chicken finger that I gave my kids, and I can remember, I talk about this in my cookbook, and getting those huge containers of goldfish, right? Thinking, like, God, did I go anywhere without goldfish?
The Costco
and it
size.
makes me crazy right now. And I was an environmentalist. I didn't know that there were all those dyes in that food. I didn't know how much salt was in that food. I didn't understand, like, processed food. I didn't understand it completely. But here's the thing. The healthcare cost of the diseases as a result of the food we're eating is going to bury this country.
I wanted you to tell me all the reasons why if I eat genetically modified foods, it's going to hurt me, it's going to harm me, it's going to make me sick. And in fact, you did not do that. So a genetically modified food, when you see non-GMO, 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 it's not inherently bad. I think that's really important for people to understand. Let's explode some of the myths. People in those neighborhoods, the marginalized communities, they want cheaper food. They want to eat at McDonald's. They want Domino's. They don't want healthy food.
Well, there's a couple of pieces to that. So number one, everybody wants cheap food, but yet everybody wants to be paid a living wage. So you can't have it both ways. And I think that while people do want cheaper food, particularly in neighborhoods where income is fixed or limited, people also want healthy food. And one does not preclude the other. Sadly, what happens...
So let's talk about women.
Yeah, before I do, I want to commend you, Mrs. Green, because you've done an incredible job of mobilizing your listeners to do a lot of great things, and you educate and inspire people. So if we're going to talk about women in the food system, I think you deserve a big round of applause and a lot more recognition, interviewing people from all over the world, from all these different backgrounds, and I think it's just so exciting that you're able to inspire them to make change in the environment. It's so important what you do.